Welcome back to South Sound Stadium for Game 2 of our doubleheader here in the USL. This time, the nightcap will be a rematch from last weekend between United PDX and your Oly Town Artisans in the USLW. Oly Town won a thrilling game last week versus United PDX down at the Oregon Episcopal School. Oly Town jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead in the first half, only to see United PDX rally with 4 unanswered to take the lead 4-3 in the second half. Alan Escalante picked up a red card after getting his second yellow in the second half, but Oly had no quit. They came back to tie the game at 4, only to watch United PDX regain the lead 5-4. But then a penalty that in the box that was converted by Gil de la Luz tied it up for his third goal of the game, and then Trevor Thompson scored the game winner, finding Oly up on top 6-5, and that is how it ended. It was a thrilling way to end the first game against United PDX. And today, both teams look to continue their hot scoring, but clamp down on the defensive side of the ball. Oly Town comes into the game in second place in the Northwest Division, trailing Ballard FC with a 2-1-0 record and 6 points. They look to distance themselves from the rest of the Northwest Division with a win today. And let's meet today's starters. First for the Artisans, in goal number 1, Charlie Lanfear. Defender number 2, Jack Slaus. Defender number 3, Gabe Fernandez. Defender number 5, Richie Lapointe Guevara. Number 4, defender Pavel Valchev. Midfielder number 10, Gil de la Luz. Midfielder number 7, Manny Nicasio. Forward number 11, Desmond Wade. Midfielder number 12, Cooper Brunel. Forward number 14, Chris Peretti. And forward number 26, Cameron Miller. And now the starters for United PDX. Starting in goal, number 1, Brian Lanier. Number 6, Brady McClellan. Number 7, Michael Apia. Number 8, Nick Fernandez. Number 11, Tyler Harden. Number 16, Connor Evans. Number 19, Ben Augie. Number 23, Boyd Curry. Number 24, Tyson Wen. Number 25, Marios Andreu. And number 29, up on top, Jacob Babalai. And those are the starters for United PDX, who make their first trip up to the Northwest to take on the Oly Town Artisans. My name is John McLamory, bringing you the action today and every day. And just a quick plug for our organization. Don't forget to stop by the website, olytownfc.com. You can get information on how to volunteer. You can get information on how to become a member of the 1896, which is the Ultras fan group. You can also get tickets for the dinner gala, which will be taking place on the 16th of this month at the Oly Ballroom. And you can learn about the history of the club and meet the players and staff. And don't forget to join us next Sunday at 2 o'clock as the Artisans take on Lane United here at South Sound Stadium. But in the meantime, Friday night, under the lights at Interbase Stadium, the Artisans go up to take on Ballard FC. You can catch that game on our website. The live stream will be linked there. Don't forget to sign up for email alerts, Twitter alerts, Instagram alerts, TikTok alerts. Who knows? All the alerts. Go sign up for them. We're going to take a quick break as we count down to the introduction of the players in the national anthem. We'll be right back to bring you the first half of play from South Sound Stadium. We'll be right back. You're watching Oly Town Soccer on the Artisans Broadcasting Network. We are back thanks to Crystal Ramos for the national anthem. Bringing it to us both games today, doing a good job, sounding great, and bringing this doubleheader to a quick start here. The Artesians taking the field, and they're all whites. United PDX in the blue and black combos. They are looking forward to getting things back underway. Like I mentioned in the pregame, a 6-5 game that was just befuddling to watch, but fun at the same time. It was a game that both teams played really well. There's just lots of opportunities to score, and they took advantage of all of them. Gil De La Luz with 3 in the win. We'll see what United PDX does to shut them down. Manny Nicasio getting the start today for the Artesians. And the Manny Nicasio fan club let themselves be heard during the pregame introductions as the Shelton kid bringing friends and family down to watch, and he is going to make his mark with his first start of the season for the Artesians. We're about ready to get kicked off. People still coming into the game. Mi Pueblo slinging burritos, dancing goats, slinging coffee, and Kona Ice slinging shave ice. So come on down if you've got time for the next 2 hours. Come and watch. Come on down, South Sound Stadium. As Ryan Perkins gets the EDM going for the pregame here, we are just about ready to kick things off. Charlie Lanphier taking his spot in the Oly Town goal. Wearing the yellow top with the blue trunks. And the keeper, Brian Lanier, for United PDX, wearing the neon green kit. We are underway here from South Sound Stadium. Oly Town Artesians get the ball to start. Gabe Fernandez is going to go pick up the ball. Gabe Fernandez, number 3, a Seattle Sounders Academy player, a South Kitsap High School student, and a UW commit who's only a junior in high school this year, playing for the Artesians in the USL2 and more than holding his own. Quick throw to Manny. Fernandez goes down. Manny wins it back. He plays it over to Cameron Miller. Ball blasted up to the front, shepherded out by Valchev. And it's going to go out for a throw. Oly Town, as I mentioned, second place in the Northwest Division, trailing Ballard, who are 3-0, off to a hot start, beating PDX FC on Friday night 7-0. They have given up 1 goal in 3 games and beat the Artesians 4-0 back a couple weeks ago. So a throw-in on the far end by PDX, played out off the body of the PDX player, number 19, Ben Augie, and goes out for a throw-in. 4 people surrounding Cooper Brunel as he tried to get the ball. And it's played up and out by United PDX. Officials wearing green in the first game, wearing red in the second game. Probably something to do with the heat. I don't know. This ball played in. It's Richie LaPointe Guevara who wins it, plays it back to Lanphier, who gets his first touch of the day. He kicks it up forward. Manny Nicasio wins the ball. Plays it back. Now it's outside to Gill. Gill with the 1-2, trying to get it back from Brunel. It's going to go out of play. Throw in. Good idea, but just a heavy touch by Cooper Brunel, and that ball goes out of play. Throw-in coming up for United. Joseph Babalai with the nice leave. He played for PDX FC last year, and he is with United PDX now. A good turn there by Augie. Gets it in to Michael Apia. Now it's out wide. Right-footed cross comes in, headed out by Slaus. Played up to Gill off his back foot. It's going to be won back by Augie. Takes the shot, blocked by Slaus. Make that Connor Evans with the step up and the steal. And that's going to go out for a corner, the first corner of the game for PDX. 3 minutes in, and they're already stomping on the gas pedal. No let up from the game on Thursday of last week. Ball comes in, headed out by Richie. Played back by Connor. Evans gets it back. Manny Nicasio wins the ball from him, and it's going to go off the leg of Evans and out for a throw-in. Good job by Manny to win the ball back for the Artesians with the heavy pressure. Evans went down, and Manny just played the ball off of him. Smart play. And Gill taken down, no call. And that ball cleared up into the 10 seats here at Southtown Stadium. As in high school, you come out here for a football game, you can make a lot of noise with those seats just by jumping up and down. And it looks like Nick Fernandez is going to be needing to take a look at. It was he who got into Gill, and he came out the worst end of it. Coach Bird standing over the top of him. I think he might have just got the wind knocked out of him. But he looks to be okay. That's Nicholas Fernandez from Portland Pilots. He comes back into the game. Little gingerly, but he starts it again, and he's in. And the ball played in now. Ball by Gabe Fernandez. Now it's going to be Devin Wade chasing. He can't get to it. Apia tries to clear. He gets a high boot. No call. Richie LaPointe needs to track back. He does a nice job of sliding in from behind and stealing that ball. And now a intro pass for Gill. It's perfect. Flag goes up. Oh, it looked good, but the flag goes up on the far end. But what a pass by Richie LaPointe Guevara off the amazing steal. Just too quick of a run by Gill. Pressure by Chris Peretti on the far side for the Artesians. Ball played up to Babalai. He can't control it, and Manny comes away with it. Manny out wide to Gill. De La Luz into the middle. Too hard for Brunel, and it's going to be stolen back away by United. But a good job by Cameron Miller to just put the end to that run, and he, with the professional foul, stops play coming back the other way. Oly Town playing 4 at the back. They look to be running about a 4-5-1 right now. Gill with the heavy pressure. Knocks the ball out. It's going to be a throw-in. Connor Evans plays it back. Wade chasing, plays it to Lanier. And Lanier gets touch on it. Boyd Curry plays it up. Finds Connor Evans, who trips over the ball, loses it. Gill keeps it in play. Brunel plays it up for Gill, but it's tackled away somehow by Boyd Curry as the ball just kind of trickled into his feet, and he came away with it. Oly Town won it back, but Fernandez's chip shot goes right into the hands of Lanier. No harm, no foul. Hope you're still with us after the Oly Town women dismantled CFC Atletica earlier today. 3-0 the score. Game probably wasn't as close as the score would let you think, but nevertheless, the Artesian women improved to 4-0-1 on the season and maintained position in first place in the Northwest Division. Michael Apia tried to get around the defense of Pavel Valchev, and Valchev not having it. He comes away with it, plays it up to Cooper Brunel, and now it's going to be played back to Brunel off the feet of Fernandez, and now out wide, Jack Slice is going to pick it up. Slaus with a long ball. Manny running, trying to get past Curry. Jersey pull by Curry and no call. That looked pretty blatant, but I have a good view of it from here as I'm up above everybody. Good job by Curry, though, to shepherd the ball out without Manny being able to get around him. Actually, looks like they're playing a 4-4-2 at this point with Brunel and Wade up top. Peretti and De La Luz on the wings. Good step up there by Valchev. And now it's flicked on for Peretti, and he can fly. Peretti gets a touch to it, taken down by the keeper, and that's going to be a penalty, and that could be a red card. We'll see what the official does here. He's reaching to the pocket. He pulls out a card of the... Oh, is he not pulling a card out?
What?
Oh, my goodness.
That's so stupid.
The trainer needs to come out and take a look at the keeper.
One is a little overblown.
But a penalty given regardless, as Chris Peretti got the perfect touch on that ball to get around the keeper, Lanier, and he was able to draw the foul. It looks like Lanier got a little token to remember this by, as Andrew, our esteemed trainer, runs out in a jacket on a nice summer day like today. Nice to see him out there with a winter coat on. Got to stay warm. Never know when you're going to get called in the game. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay here, as it looks like there's probably some blood going on with Lanier, but I cannot believe a card hasn't come out of the referee's pocket at this point, especially because I don't think anybody was behind the keeper that covering the goal. I don't know how that isn't a red card. I know you've got the double jeopardy that they don't like to call, but still, oof. But nevertheless, in the 11th minute, an opportunity for the Artesians to really get out on the front foot today. Looks like Chris Peretti is going to be the one to step up and take the spot kick. Referees coming to the center of the field, talking with United PDX's coach as the trainer continues to work with Brian Lanier. I don't know if he took a knock to the head or what, but he really clattered into Peretti. We're going to take a quick break here from the action as the trainer continues to work on the keeper. And we'll be right back. All right, that was a very quick break. But still, to me, so it was a blood on the shirt thing, so the keeper, Lanier, needing to change jerseys. He's now going to be rocking the number 99 kit instead of the number 1 kit. Still trying to decide why no card was given, but we'll let the USL figure that one out. And for some reason, the fourth official has to go clean up the player's laundry for him. I don't get that. But alas, here we go. Chris Peretti stepping up now to take the spot kick. Fourth official comes back with a bloody jersey in his hand. Lanier trying to get resituated. Don't know if he has any cobwebs in his head or not. But Peretti going to look to finish what he started here as he steps up from the spot. Gets ready to run up with the right-footed shot. Referee blows the whistle, makes the point, and Peretti shoots and scores! Chris Peretti! And the Artesians jump up early. It's 1-0. Penalty kick goal by Chris Peretti. And the Artesians still rolling. The crowd getting into it on the far side. Chris Peretti gets the big goal, finishes the run that he had, and PDX in an early hole here in Olympia, Washington. So restart coming up. Desmond Wade gets a foot on that ball, forces the errant pass. Oh, good turn there by Connor Evans. Long ball for Apia. It's going to be Valchev, though, who gets it, but only as far as Nicholas Fernandez. Fernandez comes away with it. Peretti bodying him up. Played back to Evans, but it's going to be Gil de la Luz who steps up. But it's taken right back. Ben Augie out wide. This time stolen again by Valchev. Michael Apia. Ball played off the legs of Peretti. He's going to go out for a corner kick for United PDX. 14th minute of play here. Oly Town up 1-0. Goal by Chris Peretti, a penalty kick. After a perplexing no card call on a goalkeeper spill out of a player. Two hands up this time. In-swinger comes into the middle of the box, headed by Apia, and it goes out wide into the long jump pit and out for a goal kick. Quickly taken Slaus over to Fernandez. Fernandez with the long ball is going to be won in the air by PDX, and now they look to break. Tyler Harden into the middle, played back to Augie. Out wide, it's Fernandez with the left-footed shot, smothered by Lanfear. And the first save of the game for the Oly Town keeper keeps the score 1-0. Cameron Miller, long ball, over the top of everybody. He's going to go right into the hands of Lanier. And he makes a quick throw out to Boyd Curry. Curry finds Mario Sandreu, the captain. Evans into the middle, stolen by Slaus, picked up by Nicasio to Richie LaPointe Guevara, and now cleared all the way up with Wade chasing. It's Brady McClellan who wins the ball. He's going to kick it out of play, though. Just a head scratcher of a clearance there by McClellan as it goes out of play for a throw-in deep in the Artesian zone, and the keeper goes down, and I think he's going to need to come out as Brian Lanier took a big knock when he spilled Chris Peretti earlier in the game, and it looks like he's going to be forced out of play early in this game as we're only 16 minutes in. But good for him to recognize that he's not doing well and taking a seat, because you don't want to mess with a head injury. Not this day and age when we know the risks associated with them. So the backup keeper is Cash Oladapo, and he's going to be coming in the game for United PDX here in just a few minutes. I think he's wanting to get some time to get the other player warmed up. We're going to take another quick break here on the Artesians Broadcasting Network while we attend to this matter here. Into it. And we are back. Substitution made. Cash Oladapo from St. Mary's College in Moraga, California, West Coast Conference player. into the game for the goalkeeper, Brian Lanier, who was hurt early on in this matchup. So Oladapo in the game probably sooner than he thought he was going to be. And that ball's going to get played out. Throw in coming up for the Artesians. Wade picks it up. He makes it turn back into the middle, and he's going to be no foul called. It looked like it could have been a foul, but I think he tripped over the ball, and it's going to end up being out for a throw as it was cleared out by United PDX. And that's going to go out. Brady McClellan just having a rough time over on the far sideline. That's going to go out for a corner kick. And it looks like it's going to be Gil de la Luz who's going to take this corner. Slouse coming up from the defensive spot, as well as Cameron Miller. Miller on the far sideline. Ball comes in. It's really low. It's going to fall for Nicasio, though. Nicasio with a shot that's blocked by the defense. Nicasio with a good opportunity, just couldn't get it on frame as it was blocked. This one comes in wide. It's going to be held in by Gill. Gill plays it in. It's held in again. Peretti with the shot that's blocked, and it's going to go out for a corner kick, as that one was going goal bound, but it was blocked by a United PDX player. So Oly Town with the foot on the gas, just like last week. Another one, this time a long ball played for Miller. Miller able to head it up, try to keep it in play, and he does, but it's going to go out eventually for a goal kick. And Cash Oladapo is going to get his first opportunity to kick the ball, and it's just a short one over to Boyd Curry. McClellan. Brunel chasing. High pressure here by the Artesians. Good turn by Fernandez, and he's going to find Augie out wide. Augie finds Apia on the overlap, but it's going to be just over his head as Miller's having to force himself to come back. And after some machinations, it's going to be a handball called against Manny Nicasio, and that's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards out for United PDX. Quick ball played to Connor Evans. Evans left-footed shot blocked by Fernandez, and Gil de la Luz looks to run, but a good job by Connor Evans to track it back. McClellan forced to play it all the way back to the keeper, Oladapo. Slouse wins the header, clears it. Manny gives it away, and here comes Babalai. Track back, one by Richie, one back by Manny. Fernandez gets it to Brunel. Cooper Brunel finds some space. Andreu chasing. Got it to Gill, but taken away by Boyd Curry. Looking for Apia on the run. It's going to be headed back by Miller into the hands of Lanphier, and he gets the restart. Oladapo played for the Portland Timbers Academy, and he played for the U.S. national team in the U15 level, and now plies his craft at St. Mary's College down in California. So restart now. Boyd Curry with it in the middle of the field over to McClellan. Tyler Harden leaves it for Fernandez. He gets tackled by Guevara. No call. And Guevara still battling Harden with it. Double team comes. One back by Richie. Richie is a bulldog out there. And he's clean about it. That's the best part. Winning tackles and not committing fouls is an important part of being a defender, and he does it masterfully. Valchev with the step up. Gill with the run. Gill couldn't control it, and it's going to go out of reach into the hands of Oladapo. A beautiful run and a beautiful pass by Valchev, and Gill just couldn't bring it down. And it gave Boyd Curry a chance to track back and win it. But you can see there are gaps in this defense that the Oly Town Artesians are exploiting. Already with the lead, 1-0, and they're looking for more. Augie with the diagonal pass to Harden. It's a good one. Harden cuts it in over to Apia. He's free, fakes the shot, plays it out wide. It's Augie. Augie shoots, blocked, played out, and Valchev dragged from behind. No call. Wade fakes the header, and McClellan's going to run back to get it. But Wade chasing, forcing the ball out by Oladapo. And Richie wins it twice, and it's going to fall out wide. It's going to be Fernandez who's going to end up with it. Fernandez leaves it for Gill, and he plays it back to Slaus. Ouch. As Slaus kicked it right into the inner thigh of Jacob Babalai, and he looks a little worse for wear there. That sounded like it hurt from all the way up here. But it's played out in the middle. Nick Fernandez once again with it out wide. Apia gets past his man, Valchev, with the shot. Headed ball that goes just wide. That ball ping-ponged around, and Babalai got a head to it, and it went just past the face of goal and out for a goal kick. And now we've got another stoppage here as Valchev is holding his leg, and he might have an injury or he might have blood. I don't know. We will see what's going on here as Valchev coming up. Looks like he probably pulled a hamstring as he's coming off. Pulling his shorts is about as high up as you can get and still keep this broadcast rated PG-13. So I don't know what's going on here, but players getting water. This is a hot mess out here. We got players getting water while some players are pulling their shorts up, and we don't know what's going on. But in the end of the day, it's going to be a restart here. Goal kick for the Artesians. Lanfear out wide. Slaus plays a long ball that just slices out of play for a throw-in. Evans gets it back, plays it to Boyd Curry. McClellan has acres of space to run in. Plays it to Andreu, and now Curry. Oly Town's back line doing a good job of staying level. Really, they've played a few games together so they can really read each other. And that's going to be a foul, a push from behind by Ben Augie on Jack Slaus. It's going to be a free kick coming up for Oly Town. So Slaus is going to take it, right-footed shot all the way down the field. Header won by Gill. It's going to stay in play. Devin Wade chasing, but he's going to run out of room. It's going to go out for a throw-in deep in the Artesian zone. 28th minute here. 1-0 the score. Chris Peretti scoring in the 13th minute on a penalty kick. We'll probably have about 5 minutes of stoppage time here in the end of the first half because of the injury to the goalkeeper, Brian Lanier. called for the foul on that penalty, but he ended up being the worse off from it as he had to be subbed off with an apparent head injury. We hope he's okay. He's over with the trainer right now. This time the ball coming in, looking for Gill. It's going to be headed out of the way by Boyd Curry. Gill was ready to pounce on it. Curry able to get ahead to it, keep him out of it. Fernandez all the way up in the attacking area with the throw in here. Into the middle. Finds Brunel. Manny with it. Slips around the defense and wins a corner kick out of it. Manny Nicasio never gives up on a play. And he wins a corner kick out of it. So kick coming in. It's an in-swinger, and going for the header was Miller. Oladapo, the one to get to it. And we've got another player down. This time it's Boyd Curry, as it looks like he got a knock to the head. And I think his own keeper's the one that got to him, but players started. The carnage is real out here at South Sound Stadium today. Fernandez finds Evans. Brunel chasing hard against Evans, won by Fernandez. De La Luz into the middle, flicked on, and now Brunel looks to run, but the ball had backspin on it, and it checked up. And Brunel's going to end up getting called for a foul, but boy, he had a good idea, a good run, but that ball just had some back English and bounced the wrong way. So another free kick that was taken, and restart the offense here by United PDX. McClellan on the ball now. It's Augie. Finds Apia. Steals. Stolen away by Miller. And now here comes Manny Nicasio again. Out wide. Fernandez running on the overlap. Fernandez cuts it into the middle. Won by Gill. Gill can't control it as it goes off his feet. That was a really heavy pass by Fernandez, but it was right where it needed to be. And look at Fernandez track back on defense. Oh, to be 17 again. Harden. Stolen. Fernandez wins it back as Gill chases into the center. And now out wide, it's Tyson Nguyen on, I think, he's probably his first touch of the game. And we're 30 minutes in. Don't forget to join us in the second half. I think we're going to be joined by newly minted Oly Town legend Josh Doobie. Fernandez just showing off the footwork. Gets through. The ball ends up in Cooper Brunel's feet. Wade on the run. Couldn't get it to him. He cuts it inside. Still Brunel with it out to De La Luz, and he gets taken down, and a foul is going to be called outside the box. He was looking for Manny. He got tripped up right when he passed it. No, it's not a foul. It's going to be an offside call. Okay, I see. So able to get away with that heavy challenge. And an offside call on the play. So a restart now. Ball played out wide, looking for Apia. It's going to be won by Lanfear, though. He gets it, brings it back into the box, picks it up, and restarts things. Fakes the throw. Lanfear, the starting goalkeeper for Seattle University. Starting between the pipes for the Oly Town Artesians. Run by Wen. McClellan tries to find him. Does it stay in play? No, it doesn't. It's going to go out for a throw. This time on the far side. It's Oly Town with the ball now. 1-0 the score. Chris Peretti Scoring from the spot early in the first half. That's the only one of the game so far. A far cry from last week's 11-goal outburst by these teams. Plenty of time left, though, for more. And I think both teams might have more in them, the way this game's looking. Outside, it's Wen. Back to Harden. That was actually Fernandez, not Harden. Now McClellan over to Wen. Diagonal ball played off the feet of Fernandez. He's forced to chip it back as Harden was right there, and Fernandez had to give up the corner to save the goal and kicks it out of play. And a well-won corner by United PDX as Harden stands over it. Augie clogging up the middle right in front of Lanfear. Boyd Curry coming up from the defensive spot. Here it comes. It's an in-swinger. It's a beauty. Wade able to get a head on it. Played back in by Evans. This time the header won by the Artesians. Wade able to clear it out all the way to midfield. It's going to be played off the feet of McClellan into the feet of Evans and all the way back to Oladapo. And away we go again from the back of the United PDX defense. Curry. Good turn by Harden. Gets free. Plays it into the middle. Sloused with the recovery. Plays it out. Good job by the Artesians to keep clogging these passing lanes. Not letting PDX get anything easy in the middle of the field. And that one goes out of play. Another mistake by the United PDX offensive unit, and it's going to go out for another throw-in. Nicasio played off of Andreu, and it's going to go out for another throw. This time Gil de la Luz takes it. Fernandez picks it up again. Into the middle for Wade. Wade with the heavy touch and loses it to McClellan. And now looking to run is Babalai as he gets the ball out on the near wing. Slouse marking him. Babalai into the middle. Left-footed shot blocked by Richie Lapointe Guevara. Fernandez wins the ball again. Lost it to Andreu, and then Brunel called for the foul on Nicholas Fernandez as he goes down. And a quick restart played out to Tyson Wen. Ben Augie on the far sideline. Ball comes in, looking for a Pia, stolen out of there by Richie Lapointe Guevara. He's been all over the field. And now Desmond Wade looking to run as Oladapo playing way off his line. I'd like to see somebody try to shoot one from midfield over Oladapo, who's all the way up at the 25-yard line. Played into the middle. Miller this time steals it away. Apia. Andreu. Manny steps up, forces the ball back. Augie. Into the middle. Good turn by Babalai with a shot. That's going to go wide. It was always going wide. Lanfear had it covered as Babalai couldn't get much on it. But room in the middle there for United PDX as they get their their second really good opportunity to score there. Babalai just couldn't get anything on it. And a restart coming up. Goal kick. Out wide, Cameron Miller. Manny with the turn. Nobody near him. Plays it out to Fernandez. De La Luz. Gil. Fernandez on the overlap into the middle. Broken up by United PDX, but only as far as Jack Slouse. And now Richie Lapointe Guevara takes a long shot. Saved by Oladapo as Richie Lapointe Guevara puts the ball on frame from way outside, forcing the save by the United keeper. Always want to keep those keepers on their toes. Never let them get comfortable back there. It's the ball stolen by Slaus, but stolen right back. Apia gets it from Fernandez, and it's going to be Cameron Miller who bodies him off and lets Lamphere come out and grab it. Good job by the defensive unit today for Oly Town, as they've really turned it around from the last time these two teams met. Fernandez to Gill. Gill with the turn, gets away from Evans. Good ball now into Brunel. Brunel, can he get there? Yes, he can. He turns the corner. Boyd Curry with the sliding tackle and plays it out for a corner. Boyd Curry had to make that right, and he got it. Brunel with a good run. Had him beat, but good recovery by Boyd Curry. Let's United live to see another day. But it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Oly Town. As Gil de la Luz goes over to take the kick here. Pavel Valchev, the only defender really back. He's still 10 yards into United territory. It's going to be a quick corner kick into Ritchie. He plays a long ball on the far side with Miller making a run, and that was a perfect ball. Just absolutely beautiful ball by Ritchie LaPointe Guevara. Miller slid, but just out of his reach. What a play. That was right out of the training grounds there. As Miller had everybody beat on that far sideline, just couldn't get a boot to it. So, unforced error, and this time it's going to be Augie. Oh, it's going to be Gil de la Luz called for the foul as Augie went down. An unforced error that almost led to disaster there again for United PDX, but the foul keeps it from turning into something worse. 41st minute of play, and like I said, we're probably going to have 5 minutes minimum of stoppage time due to the injury to the goalkeeper, Brian Lanier. So now it's McClellan. Plays a long ball that's going to be headed back to the keeper by Miller, and he's just going to let the time run a little bit longer there. Pick it up, get it out to Miller, and he's going to reset things. Long ball looking for Wade. McClellan forced to head it out of play. No, kept in by Wynn. And McClellan comes away with it. Ritchie LaPointe Guevara once again with a perfect tackle. Wins the ball without touching the man. Continues his run. But a heavy touch by Desmond Wade out of his reach. That's 3 times in this half that Ritchie LaPointe Guevara has made an exceptional tackle without touching the defender. Or the offensive player, as a defender. Good step up by Miller. Keeping the run from happening. Throw in on the far side. It's going to be Tyson Wynn with the ball. Apia comes away with it. Tries to get around Valchev and can't. Pavel Valchev has been a bit of a brick wall back there as Wade pressuring McClellan forces the ball back to Oladapo. Oly Town not letting anything come easily for United PDX today. Up on top 1-0, a first half penalty kick by Chris Peretti, the difference in the game. And now Oh, and Wade with the foul. That probably didn't need to happen, but it did. And it stopped a breakaway. Long ball is going to be taken easily by Lanphier. Header won by Curry. Played up. Slouse goes for it. Gets ahead to it. Played to Fernandez. Into the middle. It's Miller. Finds Richie. Richie makes a turn. Man, he's talented. Laid off. Fernandez gets it. Back to Slouse. It's going to end up being Apia who comes away with it. Andreu now out wide looking for Evans, but it's out of his reach, and it's going to go out of play. Throwing coming up once again for Oly Town. We've hit stoppage time here in the first half. There's going to be a little bit of it. Wade tracks back, trying to get it. Headed up. It's going to be a free kick now coming up. Andreu plays it over to Curry. Long ball into the middle, finds Apia. Once again, Richie LaPointe Guevara winning the ball, but loses it. Now it's Fernandez. Fernandez out wide. It's Wen on the overlap. Tyson Wen keeps it in play. Into the middle. It's Harden. Back heel leave. Can't find the right person. And now it's a break opportunity. Here comes Gill. Gill on the far side. Brunel with the run. Brunel gets the ball. Played it back to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Manny, and they're going to slow things back up and make it count. Here comes Fernandez. Back to Manny. Manny with room. Into the middle for Richie. Good job by the Artesians not to force it when they didn't have it, and now maintaining a good run of possession with the ball here. Into the middle by De La Luz, but nobody there for Oly Town. And United PDX comes away with it. Oh, and a nice job by Manny to win that ball cleanly into the middle for Gill. Triple teamed, one back by Manny though. Manny comes around, leaves it for Fernandez. Fernandez on the overlap into the middle. Who's there? Nobody but Cash Oladapo as Gill continued his run, but was unable to get to it before the keeper. And now United PDX looking to run. Chipped up by Augie, and Lanphier there to grab it right at the edge of the box and restart things for the Artesians. Miller. Peretti. Now Lanphier. That's going to be an offside call. Referee keeps the flag down, though, but the Artesians come away with it as Gabe tried to get it to Gill but couldn't find him, and now it's Andreu who comes away with it for United PDX. Boyd Curry. Now McClellan out wide. It's Wen. Run by Harden. Cut off by Slouse, and it's going to be controlled by Fernandez. Into the middle, finds Manny with room. Manny circles around and resets the offense. Captain Jack Slouse, not to be confused with Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow, with the ball for the Artesians. Played it out wide. Now Boyd Curry with it. Stolen away nicely by Gill. Played it out wide. It looked like, no, it was clipped out of his feet by Harden. Out for a throw-in for the Artesians. And once again, it's going to be Brunel who's going to leave it off for Fernandez, the designated free throw taker for the Artesians on this side of the ball. And that ball goes off the head of a player, played into the middle, stolen away by Apia, but Manny gets there first. Good footwork by Chris Peretti out wide. It's Valchev into the middle, takes a shot. It's going to go into Oladapo's hands. Probably was meant to be a pass, but turned into a shot. And United PDX once again setting things up from the back with Oly Town putting some pressure on them. And once again, stolen away, but Fernandez able to win it back. Nicholas Fernandez finds Harden. Harden with the shot that goes over everything. Goes off the side of the upright, Scott Norwood style, and it goes out for a goal kick. I'm bringing all the references in today for this broadcast, people. Lanphier with the restart. Long ball. Gill chasing. Keeps it in play. Desmond Wade with it. That ball, oh, he didn't keep it in play. It looked like he did, but he didn't. AR with his flag up. And United PDX restarts things. When McClellan up to Apia. One back, but right into the feet of McClellan, and now Apia looks to run. They've got numbers. Still with it, Apia leaves it off for Andreu out wide. It's Augie. Augie inside, cuts it left foot, shot blocked by Slaus. Andreu runs to get it, keeps it in. Now it's Augie. Augie goes down, trying to win a call, can't do it. Ball headed out by Miller, and Miller takes a shot to the head off the feet of Jacob Babalai. That can't feel good. That's actually Valchev who took that shot. He looks to be okay. He's had a rough half too. And Lanphier getting ready to restart here. And the referee blows the whistle after the restart from Lanphier, and that's going to do it for the first half. With the score, Oly Town 1, United PDX 0. Chris Peretti with the only goal of the half, coming on a penalty in the 13th minute. And that's the difference in the game here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the second half. And special guest Joshua J. Doobie coming on the broadcast after being inducted into the Oly Town Legends Hall of Fame. So be sure to come back for the second half. You're watching Oly Town's Artesians Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network.
My husband.
No, we got eggnog once, didn't we?
Yep.
What can I get started for you?
The smash fill chicken bites and the whitewood cider.
Cider, yeah. We just got root beer and fries. It's kind of a treat. Wanted to try that.
Maybe you could try out a new place. This place looks awesome. We have really good Brussels sprouts here. They're taught. Let's do 2 artesians.
Ooh, can I get a Leopold's? meet my husband.
We got eggnog once, didn't we?
Yep.
What can I get started for you?
The smash filled chicken bites in the whitewood cider.
Cider, yeah. We just got root beer and fries. It's kind of a treat. Wanted to try that. It's really fun.
You can try out a new place. This place looks awesome. We have really good Brussels sprouts here. They're taught thoroughly. Let's do 2 artesians.
Ooh, can I get a Leopold's?
a long day.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here at South Sound Stadium, high above the pitch here at Jim Fouts Field, bringing you the second half of today's USL2 matchup between the Oly Town Artesians and United PDX. And I am joined by the one and only newly minted Oly Town legend, Josh Doobie. Josh, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks. It's good to be up here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. It's always nice to see familiar faces up here and, acknowledge those that have put their mark on this club, and you've definitely done that. And I know you probably don't like people, talking so many nice things about you, but, boy, you have been a really good ambassador for this club for so many years, and this is a good honor for you, and I'm happy for you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked a little bit about you earlier in the game about how, and I was talking with Ryan as well, about how probably the nicest guy in the world, but gets you on the soccer field, and you're like a relentless bulldog when the ball is near you, and that is a pretty cool thing to be able to be both.
Yeah, I think it kind of comes from my background, coming from Wyoming. The quality of soccer you find there is not at the same level. So I kind of had to apply my trade as a hard worker and a tough guy on the field, especially being a small guy too. And I watch Manny out here, a guy I played a lot with, and he's that kind of, he has the background as a great player, and then he's that same kind of. So even these young guys, as I've gotten older, just watching them go get it, it's fun it keeps the fire going for everybody.
Yeah, it is fun to watch Manny play too, like you mentioned. Like there's just no quit in him. As the header comes in, as Harden rises up over Fernandez and heads it right into the hands of Lanfear. So early offense here by United PDX in the second half. So you're the all-time leader in appearances, but unfortunately your record isn't going to grow anytime soon because you're moving back to Wyoming, I understand.
That's right. My fiance and I we're back to my home area, Sheridan, Wyoming. So it's there's not the same kind of soccer there. We'll be playing some co-ed soccer and some futsal, but no arena league. Nothing of this quality.
Well, futsal is a fun sport, and anybody out there doesn't know what it is, I encourage you to go look it up because it is fun. Here comes Ben Augie, lays it off. Andreu leaves it for Fernandez. The defense collapses, though, and forces the ball way out. Harden keeps it in, and Fernandez comes away with it. I don't know if you've had a chance to see Gabe Fernandez play much. Oh, and Wade gets a beautiful ball to Brunel, and Brunel, he couldn't bring it down. He comes away with it, though. But Gabe Fernandez, 17 years old, playing left back for a USL2 squad, not bad. As Peretti takes a shot that's going to check its way out of bounds for a corner kick. But have you seen much of him so far?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of these games, and just watching this first half, it's it's impressive what these guys can do, these young guys, and this league it's a tough league. There's a lot of great players on all these teams. It
is, and when I do the research for all the teams that come in, it's kind of daunting to see where all these players are from. Corner kick comes in, headed back across, nobody there. Gil gets it and does a flying kung fu kick that goes over the bar and into the back of the post. But yeah, some of these players coming from, big time college programs, and they're coming to little old Olympia, Washington to play, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to watch.
That's right, and it's a process. I mean, you see, starting last year in the USL2, you build the program, and they did great considering, how late they joined and the player pool that you acquire in your first year, and then just how much they've built in year two. It's exciting now, and it's exciting for the future. Yeah,
and I think that you can see they've been able to keep a consistent lineup for the first 4 games of the season, where you have a core group of players that are able to stick together, and you can really see how they gel. I mean, none of these players played together before a month ago, and soccer is one of those sports where there's a lot of anticipation involved with soccer, so you have to know where your teammates are going to be And I think the more these players play together, the more fluid they're going to be. And you can see it today. Their defense has been phenomenal out there so far today.
Yeah, there's just from the first game, you can tell exactly how much they're getting to know each other and their style of play. It makes a big difference.
It really does. So what's your, as a longtime Artesian, did you play for the Pioneers as well?
No, I joined, I think, a year or two after, maybe 2 years after they went to the Oly Town Artesians name.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your favorite memory? I don't want to put you on the spot, but, like, what's your favorite memory as an Artesian?
Oh, man. It's tough to narrow down just one. I would, honestly, the COVID year that we lost, it was tough because I knew getting older I didn't have that many years left, and coming back that season after COVID, that might be just as a season, knowing that was back and just making those new memories. And we had built a pretty quality squad. I'd say that whole post-COVID year back to normalcy.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that you mentioned, like, oh, I'm getting older and this and that, but last year I felt like you probably played your best soccer last season, and you might agree with me, I don't know, but you were – I don't know if you had like a new drive or something, but you were just really confident and you looked really good out there. And we wish you could stick around, but
yeah, I appreciate that. And Arena League is
as Gill brings it down, he's tripped up, but the flag was up for offside, and the AR making his mark on the game.
But I think Arena League, the big difference is you can play at an older age. It's kind of an old man's game in a way. So that experience definitely built some confidence. But I don't know, these young guys coming in this season, you can tell they have a bright arena future as well as they guys stick around and get more experience.
Now you look at a player like Jason Fairhurst, who this was his second year playing in arena soccer, and he set the single game and single season record for goals, and I think the future is bright. It's just a matter of finding a permanent home to play, because I think Evergreen is going to be demolishing the pavilion at some point in the next couple of years, I think. So we'll see what happens there. Another corner kick coming in. Gill drives it across. Peretti couldn't get a head on it as it's cleared out by Babalai, and that goes out for a throw for the Artesians. But, I mean, you've played with some really fun teams and fun players over the years, and like I said, you've definitely made your mark on this club, and I think you're going to be missed a lot. Oh, the ball comes, a beautiful ball laid off for Wade, and Wade puts it in the back of the net. Desmond Wade makes it 2 for the Artesians. And here come the dancing and the celebration, and the Artesians double their lead. It's now 2-0 Oly Town over United PDX. Yeah, so that's exciting. You get a goal there.
That's right. That was a nice build-up. Put it in a dangerous area. Find the guy that can finish.
I know. It's such a I don't want to say it's different than other teams that we've seen in the outdoor here, just because of, I mean, the talent is better, but I mean, just the confidence that they're getting every game they play. And I think it started to build last week when they played down in Portland and won a game where they were down a man for the majority of the second half. And you could see them building off of that here. And as Manny once again just wins the ball back out of sheer determination.
Yeah, the second half last week, if you didn't get a chance to catch the live stream, I mean, you can't find more exciting soccer than that at any level. It was incredible, both sides.
It was one of those things I mentioned in the pregame. It was just, these are talented teams, but every opportunity they got, they were able to convert, and that's how you end up with an 11-goal scoreline. But just there's no quit in this Oly Town team this year, which is nice to see. Appia cuts it into the middle, plays it across. Fernandez steps up and plays it out. Such a heady player. And substitutions galore coming in now for United PDX. It's going to be Jackson Finn, Jackson Kessler, and Giovanni Calistro coming in for United PDX. So 2 Jacksons and a Giovanni coming in for United PDX. Coming off Babalai and Appia. And somebody on the far side, looks like Harden is coming off.
Number 22, Jackson Kessler. Number 28, Jackson Finn.
Oh, Fernandez showing some speed there to come back and win the ball. Played up into the feet of Evans. And now McClellan has it for PDX. So, Josh, you are moving back to Wyoming, and you said that's where you're from?
That's right. I'm from Buffalo, Wyoming, and we're moving to a town called Sheridan, Wyoming, both in the Northeast.
Oof. Not for Sheridan, but for the header that almost went in the side netting. So I have actually heard of Sheridan, Wyoming. It's a kind of for Wyoming, it's a big city, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you'd call anywhere in Wyoming a city, but it's a decent sized town. They've got a great Western culture, big time rodeo in the summer. It's going to be a nice place to be, right at the base of the mountains.
Right on. And are you going to be teaching when you're there?
Yeah, my fiance Lindsay and we're both teaching at the high school. She's an art teacher. I'm a social studies teacher.
Oh, right on.
So we'll be at the high school now.
Well, that will be fun. Are you excited?
Yeah, we're ready. It's been great being in Olympia. I've been here 9 years now, teaching middle school and playing soccer as much as I can. Looks like we have an injury down here now.
Yeah, Pavel Valchev. He's had a rough game already. He's been kicked in the head. He had something wrong with his thigh earlier, and now it looks like he might have a cramp or something wrong with his calf. But either way, he's had a rough go of it today playing defense for the Artesians, but he's a gamer and he's going to keep going as the substitutes start to warm up down on the far end for the Artesians. Well, Josh, we have really appreciated having you as an Artesian throughout the years, and I say we because I'm speaking for the whole organization, whether they like it or not, but it has been a pleasure to have you as part of the Artesian community. You know, you represent the values that we have as an organization, and we wish you all the best of luck in the future, and we hope that you come back to visit.
Yeah, of course, and thank you. It's been great hearing your voice on the broadcast and all of you guys behind the scenes making this such a strong organization, and the ownership from Tim and Brandon to Ryan and all these guys here. It's really important that they create this soccer atmosphere that's community oriented and has a lasting impact.
Yeah, we hope it does, and we hope that you and Linz keep tuning in, and appreciate the kind words about the broadcast. And Brandon Cartwright, I know he echoes the same thing, as he puts in a lot more work than people understand to make this happen. And yeah, we hope that you can come back in the future, maybe join us on another broadcast, an indoor and outdoor, it doesn't matter. You're welcome anytime, and it's good to see you. And congratulations on the honor today, too, by the way.
I appreciate it. Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep. And good luck to the Artesians the rest of the way through.
Yeah, 32 minutes remaining in the game here, up 2-0 over United PDX, looking to continue their stranglehold on second place in the Northwest Division. And a win here would go a long way in making that happen.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks,
No,
Josh.
it's all good. I'll head out. Cool. I'll leave the job to you.
Well, everybody, that was Josh Doobie. He's one of my favorite Artesians of all time. Just the nicest guy. Oh, and a ball comes in nicely. It's a ball cleared off the line by Lanfear. It was Jackson Kessler. Jackson Kessler on the breakaway. Lanfear came out to meet him, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. But Josh Doobie, Artesians legend, Oly Town legend, I guess. I'm surrounded by legends. I got Bradley Hansen here. He's an Oly Town legend. And Josh Doobie, newly minted. Good to have him here. And we wish him the best of luck in the future and hope that he comes back to visit us at any time. The all-time leader in appearances for the arena team. We wish him the best of luck in all his future endeavors. Long throw-in falls to the player number 10, Giovanni Calistro, and it goes just wide. He had Lanphier beat. He just couldn't get it on frame. So we're going to have a couple substitutions coming in. It's going to be Habib Fatoumadi. Oh, my gosh, I did it again. Famudatimi. Habib Famudatimi coming in for Valchev. And it's going to be number 13, Connor Tolan, coming in for Cooper Brunel. Connor Tolan out of Silas High School. I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out what Silas High School was until I realized they renamed Wilson High School, Silas High School, up in Tacoma. So Connor Tolan out of Seattle Pacific University. A good tackle there. And the ball's going to be won by 23, Boyd Curry. Calistro steps back, but there's Manny to win it. Plays it up to Tolan. Now back to Famudatimi. Manny rises up, doesn't win the header, never afraid to go up for a ball, though. Calistro lays it off. Out wide now, it's Augie. Famudatimi on him. Pressures. Ball forced out of the box. He makes the turn, plays it into the middle. It's cleared by Miller as he stayed strong. McClellan with it now. And now in the middle, Boyd Curry. 29 minutes to play here in the half. In the game, it's 2-0. Artesians on top of United PDX. And no foul called as Miller topples over Calistro. LaPointe Guevara leaves it off. Wade has it. It's Peretti on the overlap, but he's not going to be able to get there as McClellan plays it back to the keeper, Oladapo. Tyson Wen. Too far for Calistro, and Slouse comes away with it. Richie LaPointe lays a nice, beautiful ball to Gill, and Gill's free. Gil de la Luz, and he puts it just wide. Cash Oladapo made himself big, and Gil de la Luz couldn't get it on frame and pulls it just wide. But the gaps in the defense continue to stay open, and the Artesians continue to try to exploit them. Ball played over for Jackson Kessler. Played out by Slouse, and it's going to be a throw-in deep in the area for PDX. Trevor Thompson getting ready to come in for the Artesians. Probably the fastest guy on the team out of PLU. Had an exceptional season last year for the Lutes. Tolan. One back by PDX. One back by Tolan. Tolan bodies off Calistro. Calistro called for the foul. Looks like Fairhurst and Trevor Thompson coming in for the Artesians. Manny with a good off-shoulder fake, wins the ball, keeps it in play, gets it to Tolan. Tolan out wide to Gill, into the middle, finds Manny. Manny with room. Manny plays it into the middle for Tolan, just out of his reach. Substitutions not allowed at this go-round, so they're going to have to wait. McClellan out wide. It's Curry.
Thank you, Rachel. Oh, yeah. That's great.
Back to McClellan on the near side.
Great job. No, she did great.
Peretti able to track back and win it, but can't keep it in play. It goes out for a throw, and now the substitutions are going to come in. Fairhurst coming in for Desmond Wade. Desmond Wade, the goal scorer of goal number 2. Good ovation for him. Chris Peretti coming off for Trevor Thompson. And the two guys that ran roughshod over this defense coming out of the game, replaced with even fresher legs, Fairhurst and Thompson coming in. And that ball played off the feet of Wen. And Richie the Point Guevara again continues his amazing play today defensively. I've thought he has had good games before, but he's never looked as good as he does today. Manny lays it off for Fernandez out wide. Gill back to Manny in the middle. Manny, cuts it back to the middle. Diagonal run for Trevor. Trevor keeps it in play. Trevor cuts it towards the touchline, plays it back, leaves it for Guevara, takes the shot that goes just through the uprights. It was always rising, but it was right on target. Oladipo didn't even see it until it was too late, but it unfortunately just too high as it goes over the post. The Artesians just finding their will here against this United PDX defense. Now it's Calistro, leaves it off. Slaus gets a foot on it. And now the Artesians are looking to run again. Manny, long ball for Fairhurst. Fairhurst puts on the Jets. Here comes Jason. Jason Fairhurst shuffled off the ball, and I think Boyd Curry just pulled his groin making that run, and he is down in the box. But play continues. It's a long diagonal to Augie. Ben Augie cuts it outside. Mudatimi with a great defensive play. Kicks it out, and that's going to be a goal kick. But we've got an injury once again. Actually, it's going to be a corner kick. But we've got another injury as Boyd Curry looks to be in a whole heap of pain down there. And you could see that he grabbed his midsection. And, boy, our trainer, Andrew, is working overtime today. For our first game this morning, he had an entire line of players looking to get pre-taped. And now he's been doing nothing but running on the field, tending to the players in this game that are dropping like flies. Well, we're going to take a quick break here so that I can get a drink of water and let Andrew take care of the player down in the box. You're watching Oly Town Artesian Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We are back as Boyd Curry comes off the field. A little worse for wear, but we've got a corner kick coming up right now. As United PDX tries to claw one back. Oly Town up 2-0. It's an in-swinger, comes in, headed out by Slaus. Good strong header. But it's going to be a foul called in the box against United PDX as Richie Lapointe Guevara goes down in the box. And Cameron Miller is going to reset things for the Artesians offense. Fairhurst pushed from behind by McClellan, no call. Won by Guevara. Played out. It's Tolan. Thompson gets kicked in the leg by the newly entered into the game player number 15, Anthony Godinez. And this time Habib Famudatimi commits the foul on Ben Augie. As things are getting a little chippy out there in this game. 2-0 the score. We're under 20 to play here in the game. Artesians up on top as Lanphier had to come out as Slaus let it go past him, thinking Lanphier was there, but he had to react quickly to come grab it. Long ball finds Tolan, Connor Tolan. He puts a leg out, and now we got another player down. As we're getting some free shots, it looks like, out here by the defensive players for both teams. Long ball on the far side for, that's Kessler. Kessler keeps it in. It's going to go to Calistro out wide to Kessler, and it goes off his feet out for a goal kick. Calistro just put too much mustard on that ball, and Kessler could not corral it. 2-0 Oly Town on top of United PDX. 18 minutes to play here in the game. Richie Lapointe Guevara wins the header, played out wide. He gets it back. Goes shoulder to shoulder with Calistro, and Calistro comes away with it. And this time, no foul again as Richie Lapointe Guevara. It looked like he might have played advantage, but either way, Lapointe Guevara once again as Fairhurst now comes away with the ball, but he's going to be called for the offside. He throws his hand at the AR in disgust. He thought he was on. AR right there says no. So quick restart. When he made the switch over to the right side as Godinez came into the left back position. McClellan now to Godinez. Long ball for Augie as he makes a run, but the AR puts the flag up on the other side. And around we go. Offsides for everybody. And that one is going to come back for an Artesians free kick. Cameron Miller standing over it right now for Oly Town. Of course, like to remind everybody, go to the Oly Town FC website. Check out the merchandise, especially the Father's Day hoodies special. 20% off your hoodies at olytownfc.com. You can also find information about the dinner auction gala coming up on June 16th. I mean, who knows? You might be able to rub elbows with yours truly. I might be there, and you might be able to say, hey, I heard you on the live stream. And I'd say, yeah, it's me. And then we can have a drink and everybody be happy. So the 16th, come out. You can buy tickets for Tropical Cruise Getaway. There's goalkeeper lessons with Tommy Dutra, the Seattle Sounders goalkeeper coach. probably one of the better goalkeeper coaches in the country. He's from Lacey, went to Timberline, and he is going to be giving private goalkeeping lessons to people who bid on it, or to a person who bids on it. Kraken tickets, Sounders tickets, you name it, we might have it. So go check it out, June 16th, dinner auction gala at the Olympia Ballroom off of Legion Way. Your MC, Ryan Perkins, for the evening at the gala. Long ball played into the middle. Guevara. Oh, good header off the head of Thompson, and Thompson couldn't control it as he looked to run. He's like a gazelle out there, Trevor Thompson. As LaPointe Guevara cleared that ball up. Oladapo is playing. He's been playing off his line every chance he gets, and if you're good at that, it can be a good thing, but if you're not, it can turn around really quickly if somebody gets a ball in the wrong spot. Godinez loses control. It goes out of play. Trevor Thompson was right there. New substitutions now. Craig Johnson coming in, as well as number 15, Tegan Eldridge, coming in. It's going to be Gil de la Luz and Manny Nicasio coming out. Tegan Eldridge and Craig Johnson coming in. Craig Johnson played for the Oly Town Artesians last year. He plays with Trevor Thompson up at PLU.
Had a wonderful year.
He did. He had 13 goals and 6 assists last year. Trevor Thompson last year had 16 goals and 10 assists.
Wow.
So those two players pacing the way for PLU.
Definitely, I kind of did get some feedback saying that, playing USL League 2 prior to the season actually came back in pretty good shape. Definitely were competitive in that season for them and had a great year.
Oh, and everybody, welcome back to the broadcast, Ryan Perkins.
Hey, folks.
Yeah, and that's something I was talking with, Maddie Kemp after the first game. She had mentioned, she had never been able to play summer soccer in between seasons, and it's something that she's learning. She was saying about how she's learning from the other players and the other coaches, and it's only going to benefit the game as a whole nationwide, a program like this.
Yeah, well, there's technically when you're playing, if you were wanting to play at a pro level in your lifestyle, whether it's collegiate, in between, there's never a break.
No.
You need to be going in from your spring season into USL and then back into your fall regular season.
And Trevor Thompson now once again making the run, but it's going to be taken away by number 5, who is Quinn Farrell. He's also new into the game for United PDX. They've used all their subs, so except for Parkin Harape, he's not in the game yet. But I think they're out of substitution windows.
Yeah, but they've been knocking a little bit more in the second half. They're looking pretty lively. United PDX coming out. I think they've had kind of a tough road to get to this game, too. And, picking up that loss on the road. Was that against Lane last Friday?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I think they had a tough one against them before this game. And so it's one of those times where you have to play a Friday night game, and then you get a one-day break, and then you're back into it Sunday.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we haven't had to really deal with much yet. It's coming with us with the schedule, but
next Friday
at Ballard, next Sunday home to Lane. So we'll see if that's going to affect the boys next weekend. Weather's supposed to be a little bit better. Oh, and a foul's going to be called against Tolan as he got into Calistro, who made the spin. 11.5 to go here in the second half. There'll be more stoppage time here as we've had more injuries. I was talking earlier about how Andrew's earning overtime today down there as the athletic trainer.
Yeah, Washington Orthopedic Center out of Centralia and Olympia, and they've been always taking care of our medical needs from an athletic training perspective. I know we're partnered with some other medical practices in the area, but from an athletic training perspective, Andrew has definitely had his hands full today and done a great job from Washington Orthopedic.
Absolutely, and he's always a happy guy to talk to. Also, Calistro plays it in. It's going to be Farrell, and he can't get it in the goal. He was offside anyway, but didn't get much on that, and Lanphier right there to gather it up.
Yeah, Lanphier is having a solid little game here. Hopefully we can hold this in the last 10 minutes. The Seattle U keeper. Big old clearance out there to Jason Fairhurst, which I wouldn't be surprised someday he's an Oly legend with his goal-scoring craziness in the Western Indoor Premier League and arena soccer, and he's a staple here at Oly Town, Jason Fairhurst.
You know, in my eyes, he's already a legend.
Yeah, he's definitely – he got to go across the United States to Nashville and compete in the national tournament for arena for us a couple months ago, and
he and Manny, right?
Yeah, him and Manny Nicasio.
Yeah, they joined up with the Tacoma Stars Reserves and went to nationals.
Yeah.
What a great experience for those two. Eldridge back to Famutatimi. He clears it up. Fairhurst battling, comes away with it, and he gets kicked in the head.
Whoa.
And that's a yellow card.
That is
wow,
gruesome.
that is a boot to the head of a defenseless player. That is not okay. As Quinn Farrell's going to go into the book with a yellow card, and he's probably lucky it wasn't a different shade of color there.
Yeah, that was a gruesome, ill-timed hit right there, and I hope Jason's okay. And again, Andrew Martin from Washington Orthopedic, hands full.
He's ready, though.
Yeah,
you can see him down there. He's ready to go in if he needs to.
Yeah, Andrew from Washington Ortho, he's one of those guys that, you know, he's called or he's run a bunch of adult, pro-am, professional games, and kind of, you know, we'll sit there and wait to see what's really going on with the player, especially in soccer. You know, sometimes they go down and, you know, they're grabbing their ankle and then complaining of chest pain. So
yeah,
so.
Well, it's funny. Like I could tell a funny story about athletic trainers and pro soccer, but you know, I'm a big Chelsea fan, and so years ago when Jose Mourinho was when he was at Chelsea on the first stint, they were winning a game late, and player went down, and the trainer ran out, and he got so mad that he fired her.
Oh no.
But she ended up suing the club and winning.
Oh, so. Yeah. Okay.
But it was the whole thing of, you know, now that you went out there, you have to come off the field.
Yep.
And you left us at a disadvantage. But, yeah, so good for Andrew to kind of sit back and wait.
Free kick Oly here.
Ball comes in. It's headed out wide, cleared back into Thompson. Thompson puts it right where he needs to. It's just pushed out by Oladapo. And now here come United PDX.
Lucky misplay.
And now we've got another injury. This time it's Jackson Finn who goes down with looks to be a pulled hand. Oh, no, it's his knee. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. You could see he tried to stop mid-run, and it didn't look like there was any kind of contact, but he's standing up.
It's funny how injuries always kind of happen that way too. When it's something that's not a normal play where you're hopping around or just kind of turning. And this turf, if your foot gets caught, your studs get caught in the turf and this artificial stuff.
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna
not
pop
forgiving.
It. Looks like he's doing all right.
No, I don't know. I don't think he is.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be a good time to remind folks, June 16th at the Olympia Ballroom, the Oly Town Artisans and the Oly Soccer Foundation holding an auction gala to raise money for youth outreach and also travel costs for Oly Town. And, you know, the women's USL team doing great. Maybe might make a regional playoff run. And you know, the club can always use some help. It's a community-oriented club reliant on local business sponsors and butts and seats and the annual gala. So hopefully make it out June 16th at the Olympia Ballroom. Tickets are online at olytownfc.com. Tropical Cruise raffles. Tommy Dutra, Seattle Sounders goalkeeper coach. We're auctioning off a training session with him, a round of golf, all kinds of cool stuff.
Where's the round of golf?
I think it's at Capital City Golf Course.
Oh, yeah, my home course, yeah.
Yeah, dinner at the Fire Creek, I think there too is a part of the auction.
Yep. I like it. Corner kick coming up for Oly Town. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the half.
Ooh.
Cleared out.
Jason
One back.
was fighting for it.
Kept in. Back to Johnson, Craig Johnson. Back into the middle. Headed out by Farrell. Good job by him to clear it out.
Great athletic play.
Great athletic play indeed by Farrell, who's lucky to still be on the field, I might
Yeah,
argue.
there's been a couple calls today I thought should have been the color of his ref jersey.
Yeah, maybe. Fairhurst heads it on. Nobody there for Oly Town. It's played into the middle. Kessler wins it. Johnson goes up, can't win it. It comes away. It's Tyson Wen. Out wide, Godinez with a long ball looking for Jackson Kessler, but it's going to be Lanfear who comes up and grabs it as time is beginning to be the enemy of United PDX, trailing 2-0 with 4:40 to go here in the game. Foul's going to be called as McClellan goes down after Fairhurst got to him. Played back. It's Farrell over to McClellan now. Thanks to Ryan Perkins for joining us on the broadcast. These doubleheaders are rough for announcers, so it's nice to see people like Ryan and Josh stepping in and helping me out, get through these games. Out wide, it's Evans. Plays it into the middle. Slouse there to clear it, and then Ritchie comes away with it. Out wide now, it's Thompson. Thompson gets on it. Plays it back. He's double teamed. He gets around his man easily. Here he comes. Trevor Thompson on the run. Cuts it inside. Plays it in. Shot. Save. Oladapo with the big save. But the jets of Trevor Thompson on full display right there as he got around the defense and was able to put a missile on frame. All that Oladapo could do to keep it out of the box and out of the net. So no rush here. By Connor Tolan. Finally gets the ball in. It's going to go far post, cleared out by Andreu. Eldridge keeps it in. All the way down. It's going to go back to Tolan. Connor Tolan back into the box. Far side. It's going to be Eldridge who wins it, and it's going to be off the body of the defender. Augie goes out for a throw-in deep in the zone. Throw-in coming up for Oly Town. Famudatimi with it. Finds Jason Fairhurst. Keeps it in play out to Famudatimi. Low driving ball into the middle. It's going to be cleared out by Evans. Augie wins the header. Played back. It's Eldridge. Park and Harape in the game now as PDX has used all their subs. Gabe Fernandez. Back to Craig Johnson. It's Thompson on the overlap. He looks to run, and it's played back to Oladapo, and he plays it wide. It's Connor Evans on the ball now. He kind of worked himself into a corner, but able to clear it up to Calistro, and he plays it wide now. It's Godinez. Calistro. Into the middle, the header comes up, and it's going to go over everything. Lanphier doesn't need to do anything but get the ball from the ball kid. As we are approaching stoppage time, once again, it's going to be a few minutes of that due to the sheer number of injuries we've had in this game. It's been unbelievable. I think that you get a lot of cramping in a game like this where it's hot and humid and you don't have the opportunity to hydrate during the game like you should. Fernandez dribbling out of a jam but loses it on the far side to Evans. McClellan now inside the circle. Andreu with it. Oly Town really clamping down defensively, forcing the ball back and back and back, and this time nowhere for Godinez to go as the ball played well past him, and it goes out of play. Lanphier plays it out wide. Thompson heads it on. Nice job by Connor Evans to stick a leg out and grab that ball. Good job by Richie LaPointe Guevara, but he gets the ball taken back by Calistro. Calistro, though, runs into a brick wall and loses it as Slouse clears it out. Played back, McClellan, now Farrell. Finn. Make that Kessler, and now Thompson once again with room. Craig Johnson, his teammate at PLU, loses out of possession, and now Harape with it the other way. Richie LaPointe Guevara stepping up and blocking that pass. Richie LaPointe Guevara has put in a shift today and has been phenomenal for the Artesians. And Trevor Thompson once again puts the afterburners on, forcing the ball out by Farrell for a throw. A good job by him to break up the run of Thompson, or else he could have been gone yet again. Throw coming. Way down in the corner flag, looking for Fairhurst. He dribbles to the corner. It's kicked out by Farrell. Throwing deeper in the area. Just wasting time at this point as the Artesians wait for the whistle to blow here from South Sound Stadium. Up 2-0 in stoppage time. Second half stoppage time. Fairhurst doing a good job of keeping that ball in the corner, but he's going to be whistled for the foul. And a free kick having to be taken quickly. Here comes PDX. It's Andreu. Back to Farrell. Now McClellan with it. Eldridge able to stop Augie from making any progress. Good turn there by Finn. Played off the feet of Eldridge and out of play. Another throw-in coming up. Quickly into Calistro. Held in. Eventually McClellan plays it into the middle. Cleared out by Miller all the way back to midfield. Referee looking at his watch. Still we play on here. Into the middle. This time cleared out by Richie LaPointe Guevara. Up into the stands. No, it's going to stay in as the turf stopped the ball from going much further. Long ball looking for the head of Finn as it goes wide. The good header there, but it goes wide. Lanphier had the post covered. And not much time left here today, I can't imagine. And the referee puts the whistle to his lips, blows it 3 times, and that's going to do it for today's game. As the Oly Town Artesians come away victorious yet again, winning 2-0 over United PDX and taking their record to 3-1-0 on the season and stay in second place in the Northwest Division of the USL2. Goals in the first half won by Chris Peretti, and the goal in the second half by Desmond Wade. That's the difference, but another shutout for the Artesians, and they come away victorious. Don't forget, we'll be back with a player interview after a short break. So stick around and watch me talk with Captain Jack Slaus about today's win over United PDX. You're watching Oly Town Artesian Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. I'm here with Captain Jack Slaus of the Oly Town Artesians, victorious today 2-0 over United PDX. First of all, what a difference in the two games between these two teams. Last week, a 6-5 win. Today, 2-0 in a really dominant defensive play by you guys today.
Yeah, the team, we got really organized today. I thought it was a big priority this week because I felt like last week we got stretched a lot, and that's what caused for a lot of lapses. That's what caused to concede 5 goals. And as a defender, as a backline, I mean, as a team overall, I mean, conceding 5 goals is tough. I mean, it was great to score 6, but scoring 5 or conceding 5 keeps me up at night. So it was nice to put that to bed and get a clean sheet today.
Yeah, I noticed, I even mentioned in the broadcast how just seamlessly you guys were moving as a unit on the back line, back and forth, not giving any opportunity for them to really slice through the defense. And it was just a masterclass in how to play defense as a team.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was really good. And I want to highlight Richie LaPointe Guevara today, though, because I noticed 3 times where he made tackles where it could have easily been a foul, but he played it so cleanly. And he was just on fire today from that defensive midfielder position.
Yeah, Richie really wreaks havoc in the middle, right? Both offensively and defensively. But he was working all over the place. I mean, shout out to him and Manny. I mean, they got to go side to side, up and back, playing right there in the midfield. But, yeah, I mean, they kept our shape. They kept us together. A couple great tackles out of Richie. And, I mean, yeah, just, again, overall a great team defensive performance.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the takeaway for me was how, like, together as a team, it was like one cohesive unit, which is, the point of this is that you guys can come together and after a little bit of time start to gel and things really start to click. And, no better time than when you have Ballard coming up in 5 days.
Absolutely.
And that's, another one. You win that game, you're tied for first.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. This league is unrelenting as far as the schedule goes.
Absolutely. And, I mean, we know they're a real tough test after last time, after playing them here. But, I mean, just like this last game against United PDX, I mean, it's like we conceded a lot of goals the first time around. We game planned well. We prepped well throughout the week, and we came out and performed the way we wanted to. And then, so as far as Ballard, I mean, yeah, a real tough test, but going to approach it similar to how we approached it this week, bouncing back from the United PDX game. It's like, so hopefully we can keep it clean again and get another shutout.
Absolutely. And, to close it off, again, 3-1-0 on the season. You guys have been playing really well. Your second clean sheet of the year as well. Next Friday against Ballard. Don't forget, next Sunday here against Lane United. One of those nice quick turnaround weekends.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you can't make it up to Seattle on Thursday, come on out, visit with Jack and the rest of the team. Come out and support them Sunday at 2 o'clock here at South Sound Stadium. Thanks again, Jack. Thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, thank you.
All right. We're going to take another quick break here and be back with some closing thoughts here on the Artesians Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the broadcast. Going to close things out. A doubleheader and a victorious one. 2 wins, one by the women team earlier today, a 3-0 win over CFC Atletica. And the nightcap, or the evening cap, a 2-0 win by the Oly Town Men over United PDX, taking their record to 3-1-0 on the season, 9 points, second place in the Northwest Division, with a matchup against first-place Ballard coming up Friday at 7 from Interbay Stadium up in Ballard. Don't forget, next Sunday, 2 o'clock, be here as the Artesians take on Lane United. That is the 11th at 2 o'clock here at South Sound Stadium. Lane United. Come on out, support the boys, And then it's going to be a nice 2-week break for the announcing staff as the Artesians are going to be on the road for a few weeks. And that will be followed up by tons of home games the last 3 weeks of the season. So be sure to check the schedule at olytownfc.com. Go to the merchandise tent or the merchandise page. Father's Day hoodies, 20% off. Other tops, scarves, hats, anything you want. Also, check out the dinner and auction gala, the 16th of June. Check that out on the website as well. And we couldn't do this without our sponsors. I'd like to thank, first of all, Sure Clean Car Wash since 1985. Premier Airport Shuttle. Nicole's Bar. Oly Fed, banking that's mutual. And Washington Orthopedic Center. Thank you all for your support. And until next time, this has been the Oly Broadcasting Network. My name is John McGlamry, and on behalf of Cartwright Media, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next Sunday at 2 o'clock.